How to overcome self-doubt and silent insecurities. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately started comparing yourself to everyone else? Maybe you've questioned whether you're smart enough, attractive enough, successful enough, or simply enough. What's interesting is that most people don't talk about these feelings. They smile, they keep working, they laugh with friends. But inside, they're constantly fighting a silent battle. That battle is called self-doubt. And behind self-doubt often hides something even deeper: silent insecurities. These insecurities don't always announce themselves loudly. They quietly influence your decisions, your relationships, your confidence, and even the opportunities you choose to pursue. The good news is this: self-doubt isn't your identity. It's a pattern of thinking, and patterns can be changed. Today, we'll explore where self-doubt really comes from, why it stays with us for so long, and, most importantly, practical ways to overcome it. Understanding self-doubt. Most people believe self-doubt means they lack confidence. But confidence isn't the real issue. Self-doubt is a lack of trust in yourself. Confidence asks, "I think I can do this." Self-trust says, "Even if I struggle, I'll figure it out." That's a huge difference. Many people wait to feel confident before taking action. But confidence usually comes after action, not before it. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Nobody starts with confidence. You wobble, you fall, you get back up. Each small success teaches your brain, "I survived, I can do this." That's how confidence is built. The same principle applies to every area of life. Where silent insecurities come from. Silent insecurities often begin much earlier than we realize. Sometimes they come from childhood criticism. Sometimes from comparing ourselves to siblings or classmates. Sometimes from social media, where everyone appears happier, wealthier, more attractive, and more successful. Sometimes from painful failures or relationships where we constantly felt we weren't enough. Over time, these experiences create beliefs like, "I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. People will reject me. I don't deserve success." The problem is that our brain treats repeated thoughts as facts, even when they're completely false. Eventually, we stop questioning these beliefs. We simply live according to them. Why self-doubt feels so real. Our brain is designed to protect us. Its job isn't to make us happy. Its job is to keep us safe. Whenever you consider doing something unfamiliar, starting a business, speaking in public, asking someone out, applying for a new job, your brain notices uncertainty. It immediately asks, "What if you fail? What if people judge you? What if you're embarrassed?" These thoughts aren't predictions. They're protective alarms. Unfortunately, our brain often confuses discomfort with danger, and that's why growth can feel scary. Understanding this changes everything. Instead of believing every fearful thought, You begin recognizing them for what they are, just your brain trying to keep you inside your comfort zone. Solution 1. Challenge the story, not yourself. The first step is learning to question your thoughts. When your mind says, "I'm not capable," don't immediately believe it. Ask yourself, what evidence actually supports this? What evidence contradicts it? Imagine your thoughts as witnesses in a courtroom. Some are reliable, some exaggerate, some are completely wrong. You don't have to accept every statement as truth. One of the healthiest habits you can develop is separating facts from feelings. Feeling insecure doesn't automatically mean you are incapable. Solution 2. Build evidence instead of waiting for confidence. Many people wait until they feel ready. But readiness is often an illusion. Instead, start collecting evidence. If you want to become confident speaking, speak to one person, then 5, then 10. If you doubt your abilities at work, learn one new skill. Complete one project well. Notice the pattern. Every small action becomes evidence that you're growing. Confidence isn't built through positive thinking alone. It's built through repeated experiences that prove your fears wrong. Small wins matter because they slowly rewrite your identity. Solution 3. Stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight. Real comparison is one of the biggest fuel sources for insecurity. Social media rarely shows fear. It rarely shows failure. It rarely shows rejection. People usually share the finished product, not the years of struggle behind it. When you compare your everyday reality to someone else's best moments, you'll almost always feel inadequate. Instead, compare yourself with who you were 6 months ago. Ask yourself, have I learned something new? Am I handling challenges better? Have I become kinder, more patient, more disciplined? Real growth is measured against your past, not someone else's present. Solution 4. Practice self-compassion. Imagine your closest friend made a mistake. Would you call them a failure? Probably not. You'd encourage them. You'd remind them they're still learning. Now notice how differently you treat yourself. Many people speak to themselves in ways they'd never speak to another human being. Your inner voice matters. Instead of saying, "I'm so stupid," try saying, "I made a mistake, but mistakes help me learn." This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about responding to yourself with honesty and kindness at the same time. Research consistently shows that self-compassion leads to greater resilience, healthier motivation, and lower anxiety than constant self-criticism. Solution 5. Keep promises to yourself. One of the fastest ways to build self-trust is surprisingly simple. Keep small promises. If you decide you'll read for 10 minutes, do it. You promise yourself a short walk. Take it. If you plan to drink more water, follow through. Every promise you keep sends your brain a powerful message. I can rely on myself. Self-confidence grows when self-trust grows, And self-trust grows through consistency, not perfection. Finally, everyone experiences self-doubt, even successful people. The difference is that they don't allow doubt to make their decisions. They acknowledge it, then they move forward. Anyway, remember this: you don't need to eliminate every insecurity before living the life you want. You simply need to stop giving those insecurities the final vote. Growth begins the moment you realize that your thoughts are not your identity. Your fears are not your future, and your past does not define what's possible for you. Every step you take, even a small one, is teaching your mind that you're stronger than the voice of self-doubt. So today, choose one action you've been postponing because of fear. Take that first step. It won't erase every insecurity overnight, but it will begin building something far more powerful: trust in yourself. And that trust can change your life. Thank you for listening. If this video helped you gain a new perspective on self-doubt, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who might need these words today. Remember, you don't have to be fearless to move forward. You only have to be willing to take the next step.